Okay, good morning guys. Let me try this again. We're just having a bit of a problem with the audio. So welcome to this, the 31st of December. As you know, it's a shortened trading session from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Let's just take a look at what happened yesterday. Pending home sales came in slightly weaker, missing expectations, but despite this, we saw the Dow Jones set yet another record close for 2013 and to leave the index up more than 26% for the year. The S&P was slightly lower, but obviously on course for its best year since 1997. And as can be expected at this time of year, the volumes were extremely light, and I'm sure we'll see the same in our market today. Asian markets were higher this morning. What's the most interesting out of all of this was China. China rose despite the increasing concerns about their debt levels, with local governments owing close to $3 trillion. Japan was actually closed this morning, so that 0.6% gain you see is from yesterday's trading session. There's obviously no significant earnings report out today, and on the data front, we are light with money supply, private sector credit, and then Lloyd's Business Barometer out of the UK and US consumer confidence at 5 o'clock. Okay, let's take a look at one or two of the charts. I think a good focus for today will be on some of the shares that are more widely held by your institutions, because what you'll find is that they're the ones that are pushed by them as we go into what is quarter end and year end. So in particular, let's look at MTN, and I'm sure Joe has covered this already. We were trading in that range 190 to 205. We subsequently made a break through that and set a target around 220. With yesterday's close of 216.21, we're not too far off that, and you might find that with the light volumes today, we could see a push towards that level where some may look to fade that. Another one to look at is Sasol, which is really liked by the institutions. We're approaching the top end of this range at around 520. We actually traded decently in the States last night, closing at 14.5. And so I think with that being another one that all the institutions hold, I think we can make a move up to that possibly and test that level today. Another share that's run particularly hard here is Barlow World. We've traded up between this level 100 to 101 probably 5-6 times in the last while, and you can see that every time we've often wicked up there but never managed to grind out a close above that 100 level. I do think that this can be one that we do look to fade, just given I think that it's run fairly hard, and although they did have good earnings, the main driver, Caterpillar, their forecast going forward wasn't as positive. So I really do think that this could be a nice play for pullback maybe towards this 96 level once the euphoria of year end has kind of dissipated. Then just moving into the banking sector, First Rand also has obviously been one of the star performers, and one that's again well liked by many of the funds. We obviously made that significant move above this, let's call it 34.30, and have pushed really hard over the last two trading days. While it's possible that they could test it up to 36. We had a decent close yesterday around, I think it was about 35.42. But again, that's also another one at around 36 that you'd be looking to short as opposed to opening up a long, or if you are long at this stage, looking to reduce your exposure as we move closer to that level. And then finally, what's been, some could say, the nightmare trade of 2013, BGA. We broke down from this 135 level quite significantly, tried to retake it, didn't manage to hold above there for 2 or 3 sessions, and obviously grounded lower to make a new low. So, we had a decent close yesterday, and you might find that today, provided there's no selling, no significant seller around, that we could ground out a close above there, which has the possibility to open up some more upside closer to this 140 level. So that is something to watch. But that brings me to the end. I hope you have a good trading day and a good new year.
Did I change your life when I turned the volume down there?
Yeah.
On the headset?
Yeah.